Alright guys, what to do? It's your boy Exia coming at you with another video, and today pretty much we're going to talk about the stock market and what you could do to possibly capitalize on it crashing, and what you could potentially do to save yourself from it crashing. Alright, let's get into the video. We're going to talk about pretty much the pros and the cons of actually investing, and things that you can personally look out for, just to be wary of. And pretty much the question is, I know what you're thinking. Hey, I know I clicked on the video because I'm curious, what are other investors doing? And I am an investor. I started investing in February of this year. I invested before, but when I bought my first house, I sort of took everything, cashed out, because I really want to get my first house. And now I'm going full in, and I have an emergency fund put away, and it'll help me pay out my bill for like a month or two. But due to the pandemic, I thought things, hey, it would have got better by now, but they haven't. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there like that. I thought it would have been over by now, but now they're talking about extending on into May, and you're just like, wow, okay, so now I have to survive longer than what I initially thought. And hey, you're not alone. I'm there with you. Like I said, I did fully start investing, fully, and by fully I mean I'm investing well over $1,000 a month into my Robinhood portfolio, and I'm up to like 6K in mine. The highest my portfolio has ever been in my life, and I'm actually pretty hyped about it, But at the same time, due to this T-virus around, it leaves me wondering. I'm reading article after article after video after article after video, and everybody's saying oil's going down, stock market going down for another bull. And you was like, man, what's going on? What should I do? Like, my portfolio is actually doing good, but you hear people saying, hey, the quarterly reports are coming out, everything's down. Some companies are cutting dividends, and you're like, well, mine's doing good. And then you're wondering, okay, what should I do? And the answer to that question is simple: play it by ear. Yeah, you thought I had a real answer there, huh? There is no surefire answer. I don't care who you look for. I don't care who you tell, who you ask. The answer is the same. You play it by ear. You wake up every morning, you check the stocks, you check the CNN, you read all the news tab, the Washington Post, the CNN, the CNB, the CBS, check everything, read it all, and then you make your own assumption of what you should do. Never base your decision on what somebody else is doing. Yes, that person portfolio may be slightly like yours. Maybe that person influenced you to start yours. Whatever the case may be, always take the time out to do your own due diligence and make your own conscious decisions. So that way, if you end up failing, or if you end up being a success, you can say, I did it because it was something I did. Don't bank your success on another person's success, right? So with that being said, we all got options here, and like I said, I'm gonna lay my options out to you guys, and pretty much what I'm thinking of doing, why I'm thinking of doing, and just overall my thoughts. Okay, so like I said, I started investing February 11th. I started with Robinhood, and I started roughly, my first deposit was $150. February 11th. Fast forward to now, my portfolio is roughly at about $6,000. I'm pretty hyped about it. That's the biggest my portfolio has ever been. So to me, everything's right in the world. I'm an essential worker. I'm going to work every day. Really, nothing's changed in my life. And then, boom, Trump happened. He don't like the post office, and yeah, that's the place where I reside to work. I've been at the post office really for a minute now, and yeah, he don't like us. He don't like us. I mean, some of his questions, you be like, I've been wondering the same thing, but at the same time, hey, there's them. I want them to survive and prosper as long as possible. Because as long as they prosper, I can continue mine and make sure I get all my ducats in order. But due to this virus, even though we are essential workers and a lot of people depend on us, we're also, caught in the cuss where, hey, maybe my the post office, who's been around for a lifetime, can possibly go out of business. And now, which leads me to start saying, hey, what should I do? I have enough money squared away to cover a month, 2 months, probably 2 months and a half of my all my expenses, and that's without dipping into my actual portfolio. But with that being said, I thought things would be over by now. Don't look like it. Seems like they're saying we could go for a second wave, which completely sucks. So I encourage everybody to do social distancing, stay at home, be safe. Hey, literally, be safe. I mean, you have to stay in the house to be safe. I think it's worth the people. I mean, if I could, I would. Like, I'm even considering taking another week off work just because, things are getting so hectic. They talking about the second wave could be worse than the first. But I'm going to continue to go to work and continue to play it by ear. So, with that being said, yeah, man, like, due to this happening with the second wave and so much is going on, nobody has any guarantee when this is going to end. Like I said, I know where my funds lie, and I can probably last like I said, 2.5 months. But then after that, what would happen? Worst case scenario, hey, I lose my job. I know I can survive that long. What can I do to make sure I can survive indefinitely? That's my goal. And the only thing I could possibly think of, hey, sell off my dividends, all my stocks, my whole entire portfolio. Take that money and destroy my snowmobile payment, and that will put it $255 back into my pocket. Or I can do that, or like I said, I can progressively continue to invest and see what I can make out of the market due to everything crashing, and see maybe can I get some better stocks where I can generate a little bit more funds. And that's also an option. But in the midst of these options, I know a lot of people say, hey, should I sell and hold on to my money? Should I keep buying and just stick it out to make more money in the long run? And pretty much what I say to that, even myself, make sure your emergency fund tremendously outweighs how much money you're going to put into the stock market. I know that's outrageous, but right now cash is essential, like essential. So if I had to make a choice, I would rather secure enough cash away where I can last until next year versus continue to invest in my dividends. So, like I said, I am considering in investing less, because roughly I put in about $1,000 a month into my Robinhood. I may have to dial that back for now, probably $100 to $200 a month, just until I can secure away extra funds to make sure no matter what happens, I'm safe. And I know everybody's like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, don't do it because I'm doing it. Really do it to match your situation. And the reason I say this is my emergency funds, well, like I said, it'll only last me about 2.5 months, and it's like we're gonna outpass those 2.5 months. So just in case something happens, I'm gonna make it where I can survive for 6 months. That's the only reason I'm gonna lower my dividends. For you, it may be different. Hey, maybe you have enough money to last you 6 months, and then if that case, and you're fully comfortable and you can last that long, hey, continue investing. It may help you out in the long run, but take it upon yourself to really sit down. Pull out your pen, pull out your paper, write everything down, do the math on it, and see how long you can last. See how long you can go without a job if you lost your job today. See what you can do to make sure that, hey, if I lost my job today, I can last longer, or I can do this. Always have a plan B. I know everybody wants to invest. I know everybody wants to be a millionaire, but at the same time, the path to being a millionaire is a long one and a smart one. Like, be smart with your money. Most definitely be smart with your money. There's a lot of ways to be smart with it. And although, like I said, these stocks is just dropping, so you can get like ridiculously priced stocks. You can stock up on them good, so whenever the return comes, you're like, ooh, I made all this money. And that sounds great. It really does. Like, Even I was thinking it. But at the same time, when you're trying to rack up on all these low-cost stocks that, I mean, they're hitting record lows, and who knows how long, because the stock market been growing for so long. I know you want to get in on it, but do it, at your own pace, not to put yourself in any type of struggle situation where now you gotta make a tough decision. Do the math. If you have, for instance, go do a little math, equation, just to help you guys understand better what I'm trying to preach. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I said preach, made me feel but seriously, okay. Say you have dividends, myself, and say a month you're pushing out your actual dividend portfolio. Say you get your portfolio where you're generating $150 a month. Cool. I haven't reached that plateau yet, but say you already reached that plateau, or you have enough to reach that plateau. If investing that plateau will get you $150 a month, if you can continue to pay all your bills, awesome, great, do you. But say you put the money in and you can start making $150 a month. Now say with the exact price of how much you put in, you can take the money instead and squash one of your bills, or pay one of your insurance up for 6 months, or double down on some of your bills. Instead of investing just to make an extra 150, if you can square off one of your bills or knock off a total bill entire, it may be better to do that rather than actually putting that money into the market. So, because technically, like say you had a car note, your car note about $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, okay, and you about to put $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 into the market. Now you put the $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in the market, and now you're making $150 a month through your dividends. But you got a car note for the same price, and it's going to pay you out you pay $300-$400 a month. Instead of putting the money into the market where you would generate an extra 150, it will be smarter to take the money and erase your car note, where now you don't have to spend $300-$400 a month. So technically, your return from paying off your note every month will be $300-$400, which will in turn be higher than the money, what you're actually receiving from your dividends. And that's why I say, do your math. You know your own personal situation, how much you pay for this, how much you pay for that. If you put this amount of money in and buy these amount of stocks, I get this. Do your math. If you're able to gain $150 from dividends, but that same amount of money can squash one of your bills and potentially save you $200, and you only make $150 here, hey, maybe it'd be more wiser for you to squash that bill here just to secure yourself through this time. And like I said, even I'm considering it with my snowmobile, so I don't want to start over in my portfolio, but my portfolio doesn't generate nearly as much as my snowmobile note, but I do have enough to completely squash my snowmobile note. So that is an option for me that I'm actually considering, because my snowmobile like $255 a month. My actual portfolio is not even only. I think the most I've received, matter of fact, this month is my highest dividends I've ever received, and it's roughly about, I think I made $183 this month in dividends. I'm going to do a video on that to update you guys on that. I was actually pretty hype about it, pretty excited. It's the most I've ever received in dividends. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I do end up doing a video on that at some point. But like I said, just really do your due diligence. You know your situation better than anyone else, and all it takes is a little time for you to sit down, write it out, see what's what, and just be smart. Because due to this time, when everything, you got to be social distancing, jobs are in jeopardy, everybody's trying to help you, help yourself, do the smart thing, and just be safe out there, everybody. But my name's Exia. Like I said, this is my YouTube channel. If you guys like what I talk about, don't just leave your boy a like, subscribe to my page. Like I said, I try to drop 2 videos a week, roughly between Monday and Friday. But as I said again, I do work for the post office, and we are working insane hours. So some days my videos may be delayed, but bear with me, people. I will most definitely drop 2 videos a week. Like I said, I am the new kid on the block in the YouTube game, but I'm here to stay. But this is your boy Exia, and I'm out.